Hello everyone, my name is KI140 and welcome to another RuneScape video. So, it's been a little bit since my last video in this series, and I told you it might be a little slow for the first couple weeks, but then it'll pick up, and that's basically what's happening right now. I don't really want to go into too much detail, just want to let you know that, yeah, I am a little short on time right now. I actually had a very slow week, a much slower week than I anticipated. I had like 4 days in a row this week where I was going to school at 6:45 in the morning, leaving about then. I wasn't getting home till close to 8 every single day. And then I had other things to do once I got home, so I would have to AFK RuneSpan. And it was really only a couple hours a day, and yeah, but if you want to look at my stats real quick, even though there wasn't much gained, 46 mil rune crafting, 46 mil divination, almost 24 mil hunter. So the thing with hunter is basically what I do on all days I can, but should be every day pretty much from now on, is I will do an hour with my aura using my tickets from Big Chin. And yeah, that's basically 500k a day. I could do 2 aura hours a day, but doing one is actually more tickets. Like, I use more tickets in 1 hour than I get in a day, so eventually there'll be days where I don't do it to catch up with like tickets again. But because I hadn't had the time to use the tickets, I had just been doing Big Chin. Basically what was happening was I reached the max amount, so now I have a while I can use a full hour every day without running out, so that should last a couple more weeks, and that'll be good. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about in this episode is about how much money I'm going to need to finish off all the goals, including 50 mils and the multiple 200 mils. And I'm curious to see what you guys have to say about it. In the background of me talking, you might see a clip of me doing Hunter. I'm actually just sitting at RuneSpan right now, working on 50 mil rune crafting. But I'll probably put a clip over it. But some numbers I want to run by you is I need 527 mil for construction, 224 mil for crafting, 300 mil for farming, 3.68 bill for herblore, 3.7 bill for prayer, and 930 mil for summoning. And I forgot to include agility, which will run me about 800 mil. Now total, that's going to be under 10 bill, between 9 and 10 bill, depending on how prices fluctuate. And that's a lot of money, with me sitting at just about 1 bill cash, and maybe a 1.3 bill, probably less than that bank. I'm probably thinking maybe 1.1, 1.2 bill total bank. Actually, no, probably 1.2 bill, that's accurate. And there's a reason I didn't include fire making and maybe a couple other things I forget, but I already have them banked, so that doesn't really count. That's a lot. 9.5 bill, we'll say that's a lot, and might be wondering how I'm going to make that happen. So a couple things I want to run by you is what this account will be able to do on its own. So Slayer, 50 mil Slayer, but most likely more than that, probably closer to 75 mil Slayer. That'll get me some money. Well, I'm not exactly sure, but it could be over a bill, it could be 2 bill. That'll get me some money. 50 mil Hunter, that'll get me 100 mil cash from the Grenwall spikes, possibly more. It's going to be between, I think it was like 120, 140 mil with the way the prices are kind of fluctuating now. So let's say that gets me 125 mil. Then what other skills does that leave me with? Nothing really, nothing else that's really going to make me money. Woodcutting and fishing, not really. Farming, obviously I'll lose money. Yeah, everything else I'm going to lose money on. So how am I going to afford this? Well, I'll be doing those skills. I'll be merchanting on this account, which, that could go either way. The majority of my money I made prior to Magic, like all the money I made other than Magic, I got max cape entirely off of farm runs, doing herb runs, but I'm not going to do that. And then the rest was all merchanting. I made a few hundred mil off flipping items, but that's not as good as it used to be as far as the way I used to do it. So I would have to, like, I make maybe a few mil a week flipping certain items that are pretty consistent gaps, but that's not going to equal 9.5 bill. So how am I going to do this? Well, I think I'm going to use old school RuneScape alt. So I have one alt account that has 79, I think, hunter. So that's at least 500k an hour. But I don't plan on hunting. I actually plan on mining. So that account also has almost 73 mining, and I'm doing. Oh, hold up, someone's calling me. Alrighty, sorry about that. But basically, what I'm doing is I'm going to be mining rune on multiple accounts at a time while I play on my main account. So this will mean that I'm probably going to have to AFK a decent amount on this account. Depends on what I'm doing on old school RuneScape. 2 accounts mining rune shouldn't be too hard. That's pretty AFK. So 1 account definitely I could AFK and do active stuff on here. But the skills I'm really looking at is fishing and woodcutting will be a decent amount of time I can AFK. Runecrafting and div I'm pretty much done with. But I should be able to get at least 2 accounts at 85 mining by then. And then Slayer will be pretty active, but I should be able to at least AFK 1. And yeah, that's basically how I'm going to do it. I might do some PVM on this account. The problem is I'm not too great at it, and there really isn't anything that's great money for PVM at the moment. Araxor is, but I honestly hate Araxor, so I don't know. But anyway, just let me know what you guys think about that. That's how I plan on making the, we'll say it's 10 build total for everything, including agility. And one last thing actually I'd like to talk about is, should I get the 50 mils out of the way? Like, I could afford right now farming, crafting, and construction. I could get 50 mil in those and still have some money left and have those be done. Or should I do, like, I was thinking I'll probably start doing farming soon. Just because that'll take some time, and probably do agility, bank agility, but then I'll be very low on money. But anyway, that's a topic for a different video. I'll probably talk about what I'm going to do with those things that take a certain amount of time to get done. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Any ideas like that I'm not thinking of, and yeah, that's basically it. I got a lot of money to make, but I can do it for sure. So, see you in the next video.